In the fall of 2020, Texas bore witness to a chilling killing spree. 4 lives were taken in the span of 3 weeks, the victims seemingly chosen at random. The first to fall was Robert Jaden Urrea, a 19-year-old pre-law student. On a cold Halloween night, he was gunned down in the street, his life cruelly snuffed out just as it was beginning. The man behind the trigger, Jeremy Rashad Williams, was just warming up. 2 weeks later, the chilling echo of gunfire rang out again. This time, Adam Gautreaux was the victim, fatally shot on an interstate service road. Less than an hour later, Jerome Hamilton was found in his driver's seat, a gunshot wound ending his life. This was not a string of random acts, but the deliberate actions of a man who hunted his victims as if they weren't human beings. But the killing spree didn't end there, with a 4th victim falling prey to Williams' murderous rampage. On the day of the 4th murder, Williams's reign of terror came to an abrupt end. The law finally caught up with him. Williams had just committed his most audacious crime yet, murdering Blair Carter, his ex-girlfriend's father, and setting his house ablaze. But it was on this day that the law enforcement's net closed around him. Witnesses had provided a description of Williams' vehicle, and it was this lead that brought his 3-week killing spree to a halt. Williams' capture didn't come a moment too soon. Amber Carter, Blair's daughter, had taken out protective orders against him, orders he had brazenly violated. His arrest brought a chilling sense of relief to those who lived in fear of his next move. Yet, Williams's capture was just the beginning of the journey towards justice. Williams was later sentenced to life in prison, leaving a trail of grief and a quest for understanding in his wake. The aftermath of his heinous crimes continues to reverberate as communities and families grapple with the horror he inflicted. In the aftermath of such a tragedy, the victims' families were left to pick up the pieces, their lives forever marked by the senseless violence. Each victim had a story, a life, a personality. Robert Jaden Urrea was more than a victim. He was a passionate musician who expressed himself through his art and transformed into a rock star every time he held a microphone. Adam Gautreaux, a man of kindness and care, had moved to Texas in 2018 to be closer to his son, his ever-present smile a testament to his heart. Blair Carter, the man with a positive attitude and an infectious smile, was a ray of sunshine in the lives of those who knew him. But in the wake of the violence, the families of these victims are left with a void, a lack of closure. They've found justice, but it's a bitter pill to swallow. In the face of such horror, the families of the victims are left grappling with a chilling question. How can there be closure when there was no remorse, no motive?